2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
The pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
The pass.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is good.
The kick is good.
And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Washington, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic will get you scored on again.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Number 21 is Zeke.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
11 at the 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here.
Trubisky.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, Trubisky rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Washington.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 65 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And the smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Now it's Trubisky. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to him.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Draw play, Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. (10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports.
10. Washington 7. Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good.
No.
And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score Cowboys 10. Washington 7.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. In that last touchdown drive, they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
For a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Trubisky on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Trubisky will throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Trubisky to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second and 11 at the 41. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 54
From the 39, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
45-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Complete to Logan Thomas.
Here's Trubisky to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Wants to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is Elliott, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man there complete to Gallup.
The pass.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can go.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Steps away. He'll run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now back to throw. Another strong. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down
by DeMarcus Lawrence. Taken down.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. eluding the pressure right. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Washington offense going back to work. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
4-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. A slant to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, a 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Trubisky to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Again, it's Trubisky. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
brings up
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
for a Washington.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
At the 1 yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it up and through. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1 yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 30.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9 yard line. It's 36.
And a Cowboy first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9 yard line. It's 13 yard line.
First down, Dallas.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Trubisky's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
48-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Trubisky.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Marvin Jones. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington